Hello, and welcome back to the great Indian anime show presented by Ota Life, the one place where anime, pop culture, and passion collides, right here on Zee Café. I am Aryansahil Sahilaryan.
And I am Sahilaryan Inamdar.
Together,
we are the AniLyst.
I want to be the very best like no one ever was. That one line, it just wasn't just a song. It was a feeling that made millions of us throw an imaginary ball on our pets and say, Pikachu, main tumhe chunta hu.
That theme song isn't just music, it's motivation. And fun fact, a year ago, we actually had the man who sang the Pokemon theme song on our podcast, Jason Page. It was like meeting the voice of your childhood dreams.
And tonight, that same feeling is back. We are sitting with the voice that made Pokemon ours, the one who turned global nostalgia into desi emotion.
Now, let's talk about voice acting for a second. It's wild how a single voice can carry an entire childhood, right? The same Goku's Kamehameha or Luffy's Gomu Gomu no hits your chest. It's Ash's Pikachu, main tumhe chunta hu. That hits your heart.
Exactly. It's not just about dubbing. It's translations of emotions. It's what lets a kid from Pune or Delhi or Surat feel the same spark a kid in Tokyo did 20 years ago.
And one man helped define that connection for the entire generation. He's the Hindi voice for Ash Ketchum, the boy who taught us to never give up no matter how tough the battle is.
He's also the voice of Ron Weasley from Harry Potter and countless other shows and films such as Power Rangers, Phineas and Ferb, Recess, from recording studios to movies halls. His voice has been a part of our lives for decades, even if we didn't always know his name, but we know how he sounds.
Exactly. So tonight, we finally get to meet the man behind the mic, the voice who shouted, Pikachu, Thunderbolt use karo! And in that one line, it made everyone believe that we could be superheroes as well.
A voice actor, a performer, and a true legend of Indian dubbing. Please welcome the incredible and unforgettable Nachiket Dighe.
Wow, what an electrifying entry.
Thank you. You're looking good.
Thank you, so did you,
You're
sir.
looking so fabulous. Please have a seat.
Sure.
Okay, सबसे ज़्यादा starting में one question.
Sure.
How are you?
Oh, excellent. And this is an amazing setup. I mean, look at everything here. It feels great to be here. You're already in Pokemon mode. I can see you red and blue. So that's great.
Abhi
मुझे लग रहा है यार मुझे कुछ करना चाहिए था, but it's all right. I mean, we have someone doing Pokemon, so that's great. But thank you so much for having me here. Fantastic.
Sir, it's an honor to have you, sir.
Yeah.
Like, your voice has always been on TV and in films, but this time we have your face and your voice. So just for the audience, one time, can we have Ash?
Oh, sure. Yeah, why not? So this is the one that I keep doing everywhere, and the line that people like, Pikachu, main tumhe chunta hu.
Wow.
There you go.
I'm getting goosebumps right now. I'm speechless. We have just started.
So you're also an MBA. So I wanted to ask, how does a person go from becoming an MBA to a famous voice artist?
I mean, it now sounds as if I'd planned everything, but I didn't. It just happened. So I used to dub when I was a child after school, and then I just continued voicing after college. And I used to do a bit of acting as well. But what I realized is in acting, you have to be there at the same time along with other actors and artists, which means you can't really decide when do you want to shoot. But with voicing, because all the voices are recorded separately, you go in, you dub your character, and then they kind of mix everything together. So I continued with my education. I did science as a stream. I did engineering. I did MBA. All throughout, I was always doing college and then doing voiceovers. Then I started working. And then I also managed to do voiceovers as well. So, but I'm happy to say that my voicing career is about 25 years, give or take. And my career in the corporate world after MBA is little less than 15 years. So I'm actually more experienced in voicing than I am as an MBA.
So basically, you're not an MBA who's a voice artist. You're a voice artist who's also an MBA.
You can say that because I started off as a voice actor and then I ended up doing a lot of other things. So you're right. And I'm also often confused because when I'm dubbing, people say, oh, you also have a job, right? And when I'm at work, people say, oh, aren't you the voice of Ash Ketchum? So that's always a good fun fact.
And how do you juggle these two careers?
I work about 48 hours in a day. No, I'm just kidding. I mean, if you have passion for something, you always find time, right? So, and voicing as a career, you dub for all these great characters. A few of the characters that you mentioned earlier. You don't feel it is work. तो अगर मैं काम कर रहा हूँ उसके बाद मैं voicing के लिए जाता हूँ तो first of all you get paid and then you can watch cartoons. So who would complain, right? So it is a good break from work.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Okay, so can you tell me your first day as Ash Ketchum? You
Sure.
know what? Tell me what went through your head when you got to know that you will be Ash Ketchum.
Okay. You all are going to be disappointed with the answer. But what happens is, so for us, right, we've been, and all our other peers as well, like say Sanket, Sonal, Rajesh Kava, all of them, we've been voicing for so many years. So we often get called for an audition and the production house doesn't tell us what show it is. So when they called me for the audition of Pokemon, they just said, we are doing a new show, you have to kind of do the audition for the lead voice. And I think I was going to go for an evening movie or something. So I just dropped into the studio. I gave the audition and I said, hey, Pokemon, I've done this before because the earlier version of Pokemon, I used to do a few characters. And I didn't think about it that much. I did I think there were about 10 lines that I had to enact. And it got approved over a period of maybe a month or so. And I thought it's like any other project, right? We used to do so many animations, anime at that time. It's only after social media took over, maybe after 2015, 2016, when fans started reaching out and when we started realizing the impact we've had on people's life. So back then we did so many things. So Harry Potter, for example, we used to dub it. I was a big fan, so I thought it's a big thing. But I didn't realize that maybe it touched so many people. But now when you see, say, social media, Instagram, people start reaching out to you from tier 2, tier 3 cities and they say, big fan, we've followed you from for the past 10 years. We've grown up watching Ash Ketchum and hearing your voice. So that's when it hit me that, all right, it wasn't just an audition. It wasn't just a show. It was a big kind of a thing that happened to me. So back then, I didn't really think about it. It was just like any other voicing project that I was doing. But then over a period of the past few years, I realized how big it was. So I don't know, maybe that disappoints a lot of people because I didn't really get that feeling when I started off with Pokemon. But by the time it ended, I was emotional and I had a tear or so when the last episode was done. So, yeah, there you go.
So how were the fans, like when you go to Comic-Cons, when you go to any kind of conventions? So when they meet you, how do they react with you?
It's always good to see fan kind of feedback, right? It's not necessarily always good. I mean, most of it is great. People just love your voice. When I enact, say, Ash Ketchum or a few of the characters, they love it. The common request is they want me to call out their name in Ash Ketchum's voice. So that's a very common request. But sometimes we don't get everything right. So when we are voicing, sometimes maybe we get the pronunciation wrong or maybe the reference is incorrect. Or Pokemon mein kya hota na, when you dub it in Hindi, English, there isn't any gender specific as such. You just say Pokemon, it. बट हिंदी में जब हम करते हैं तो उसमें वो मेल फीमेल वाला आ जाता है कि उसने ये किया, वो कहाँ गई, एंड समटाइम्स वी गेट इट रॉन्ग एंड देन फैंस गेट पिस्ड ऑफ. They don't like it that you got the gender wrong and they know their stuff, so they expect you to know your Pokemon stuff as well. So it's a mixed bag, but it is always great to know what fans think about it. I mean, it's good that we get appreciation, but it's always good to see how are they perceiving the show. Do they like it? Do they not like it? And then we try to change if we are not doing something that is working.
Okay.
So moving like to the previous question, you said that Pokemon was just like any other project, but then later you felt the depth of it.
Correct.
So I wanted to ask, did you ever feel attached to any of your characters?
I did, and I'll be lying if I say I didn't ever get attached to Ash. I think, I don't know, if I look back now, maybe I feel I was always like Ash. Or maybe because I've dubbed him for so long, over a decade now, I have become like Ash. So it becomes like an inseparable part of who I am, the way I approach. You asked me about MBA, so say work-life problems that I see. It's always the Ash Ketchum energy that, all right, kar lenge. Abhi nahi hua to agle region mein kar lenge. Let's try again. There's disappointment, but then there's always this energy of, all right, I lost today, but I can win again tomorrow. So I think that is something that I've learned from Ash. I've become like him, and I think that's an inseparable kind of journey for me with Ash Ketchum. Over the past few years, I just feel I've become more of Ash. Nachiket, you can call me that.
Yeah. On that same point, like, does it feel like you lose a piece of you when a show ends or a movie or a project ends?
I mean, not always. I wouldn't say I've dubbed a lot of shows. Not really. But with this one, I'm a little biased because, like I said, it's a decade-long collaboration. And there were quite a few episodes. So it's about 25 seasons, 52 episodes, give or take, every season. So after voicing a character for so long, I mean, towards the end of those seasons, I would just start voicing with the script without looking at the video, without hearing, like doing a rehearsal. and all the syncs would always be in sync. They would be exactly how the expressions are, more or less. So that's how I was connected with the character. So when such journeys end, you always, like I said earlier, there was a tear in my eye. So you do feel that that has ended. But at the same time, this is how life is. You have to move on with other things. Maybe hopefully there'll be some other project that I'll get affiliated with. But this one has been the longest standing project, and this one also has given me the most kind of visibility for which typically voice actors don't get. So yeah, I did feel that I'm missing something after that ended.
So tell me that a lot of children right now think that Ash Ketchum is their hero. Because for me, Ash Ketchum is my hero because the quote of "I want to be the very best."
Yeah.
Banunga sabse
Banunga main
zabardast.
sabse zabardast. Yeah.
That it has stuck with me since I was a child, and it has motivated me to break all the barriers and just keep on pushing. So when people and like सबके बच्चे जब आपके पास आते हैं and they try to interact with you, do they also have that, oh my god, he's a star kind of feeling?
They do, and funnily when their parents tell them that he's the Hindi voice of Ash Ketchum, तो उनको शायद सच नहीं लगता है. But the moment I say कि Pikachu Thunderbolt attack करो, वो अचानक से ऐसे शॉक हो जाता है, जैसे कि मैंने उन पे Thunderbolt कर दिया हो. They are like awestruck कि अरे ये अच्छा, and then they start realizing. So you can see the expressions change on their face, and then they have that fan moment, and then they want to speak with you. Or I like this episode. In Johto region, you had done this, and they feel as if I'm Ash Ketchum. और मैं कभी-कभी डर जाता हूँ because a lot of the references that they know I'm not aware of, because I have voiced the character and moved on with life with many other things. But for them, it is a part of their life. They watch Pokemon every day. तो उनको exactly पता है episode number 663 में क्या हुआ था, उसमें Ash ने क्या किया था, और फिर उसके आगे क्या होता है, आप बताइए sir. And I'm like हाँ मैं बताता हूँ, मतलब I don't know sometimes, so I'm lost for words. But yeah, it's always great to have young fans. Or it's Pokemon is a big thing amongst children.
It's not only
Not just children.
I mean, we all are children.
just
I'm
had
counting all of
goosebumps.
us in. We all are children. We are not grown up. So we are keeping the child within us alive with Pokemon. So that's how I said children.
Okay. One last question before we move on to the ad break. Let's talk about AI.
Sure.
Do you feel threatened because the advances of AI, your voice being cloned by it? Is that a little threatening to you?
See, it is a difficult time for a lot of voice actors, but also for a lot of industries, because it is getting disrupted with the invention of AI, be it video, audio, translation services. There are so many services that are now getting auto-dubbed. So it is going to be a threat. But if you look at it in a way, there's always this niche. So AI can do a lot of things, obviously. This is almost like back in, say, 90s, late 90s, early 2000, all the banking systems were updated with computers. Now, people who learned computers were still in banks. People who didn't were out of it. So I don't think AI takes your job. A person who knows AI takes your job.
Yeah.
So over the next few years, the voicing industry will change for sure. There'll be a lot of jobs, and this is again my personal opinion, right? I'm just a lot of jobs probably that we see today may not exist, but there'll be a lot more that will get developed. So, जैसे आज भी अगर आप देखोगे तो printouts हैं, you can have posters, paint, but there are still artists who paint today.
Yeah.
So that hasn't gone, right? You still need people who can paint. You can print anything. You can print the Mona Lisa today, but still people go to the Louvre to see Leonardo da Vinci ने क्या किया है. So that art will always remain. Of course, it will change, and such is life. You will have to keep adapting to the changes. But AI is going to have an impact on the voicing dubbing industry, as it is having an impact on all the industries that we see today.
Yeah, change is the only constant.
Correct. Correct.
Well, on that note, before we change to the next topic, it's time for the Otaku quiz. Let's see how well you know your anime. And today's theme is Attack on Titan. Question 1. What is Levi Ackerman's relation to Mikasa? Question 2. What year did humanity first lose Val Maria? Question 3. What was the original name of the Titan power Ymir possessed? Answer these 3 simple questions on the Ota Life app and win exciting merch. The Great Indian Anime Show, presented by Ota Life, will be back shortly.
The Great Indian Anime Show. The Great Indian Anime Show.
Okay, Nachiket sir, it's time for the Great Indian Anime Show Rapid Fire Round presented by Ota Life. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Let's go.
Your answers need to be witty, smart, and funny. And if you do well, you'll get a hamper from Ota Life.
Oh, I will?
Yeah.
All right, that motivates me. I will try my best. Let's go.
Okay.
Awesome.
So the first question is, one thing you'll steal from these people.
Steal?
Yes.
All right.
Sanket Matre.
His bass and his voice, the way I sometimes feel that somebody is dubbing or voicing for Sanket. When he speaks, his voice doesn't go with his kind of character. So yeah, the bass and his voice.
Rajesh sir.
His versatility, the kind of characters that he can dub, amazing.
Sonal ma'am.
Oh, her dedication towards content creation, the way she is connected to her fans and content, amazing.
Ankur sir.
Ankur, I think his voice for voiceovers, I would love to be a channel voiceover actor, and the way he does all these promos of cricket, Bollywood, amazing.
One anime character you relate to most.
I relate to most. Ash Ketchum, this is a quick rapid one for me. I don't have to, yeah.
One artist you think deserves more recognition.
Oh, I think a lot of, in fact, many artists in the voice industry, but I'm just going to say Nachiket Dighe. Yeah, all right.
Alright. One anime series you can rewatch endlessly.
Pokemon, goes without saying.
One superpower you wish you had.
Giving people Thunderbolt. There are a lot of people I would love to give Thunderbolt to, especially when I'm traveling, crowded. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, but it'll be a good power to have, right? Just in case you need it.
Zap.
Yeah.
One thing you can't live without.
One thing I can't live without is good food.
Okay. You're a foodie.
I am.
What's your favorite dish?
I can eat a vada pav every day. I'm a Mumbai boy,
I
so
know.
yeah.
Wow. One guilty pleasure anime.
Guilty pleasure anime is, I would watch, I don't know if this qualifies as an anime, Shin-chan sometimes, and sometimes Doraemon. I've grown way beyond that age. I've not really watched a lot of One Piece and Death Notes. I mean, I've started them, but I've not found the time. So I'm just going to say maybe Shin-chan, not something I would accept publicly, but yeah, sometimes.
No, but I can relate to that because whenever I sit with my younger brother and he watches Doraemon or Shinchan, Perman, Ninja Hattori, I sit with him and chill with him,
like
and it's actually very enjoyable.
It is, but not when you're with your kids. So I don't let them watch, but I watch sometimes. So that's why it's my guilty pleasure.
Okay. One food you can eat every day.
I'll be confident. Vada pav.
One hobby you wish you could master.
Oh, I play a few musical instruments, but I've never kind of taken them to the next level. Hopefully someday I'll start getting back into it. Maybe tabla, keyboard, something, hopefully.
One voice actor you'd love to dub for.
Oh, I don't know if I have the voice and I don't know if I have the talent, but in a parallel universe, someday maybe Heath Ledger for the Joker. Yeah.
That's
I would
nice.
try to watch that.
Your turn.
One controversial opinion about the Indian dubbing industry.
Oh, a controversial opinion that they always have a typical tone when they dub, and this comes from a lot of South Indian movies that get dubbed in Hindi. And I'll tell you why it happens. So I know it's a rapid fire, but I need to give this as a disclaimer to people so that they understand. When we dub foreign content, we try to match the energy of the video and we try to adapt it in the local language that we are dubbing. So in this case, if we are dubbing a South movie to Hindi, we need to make sure it is in Hindi, but we need to match the energy of whoever has performed that role on screen. And typically the South Indian movies that you see are having a lot of energy. So if somebody is voicing something or saying something in a very loud tone, you can't have someone say कि हाँ मैं ये करूँगा. तो हाँ मैं ये करूँगा. तो वो all of that, when that happens, people have a very typical opinion. I know sometimes it can be too much, but I don't think that necessarily people do a bad job or dubbing artists do a bad job of it. It is just one of the occupational hazards. That is how the video is. That is how you would do it in audio. It is not meant to be in Hindi, but you're emoting a different language in your different kind of native language, and that's how there's always going to be a mismatch. I'm sure same thing goes for, say, Japanese dub. There are very different expressions in Japanese versus how you would do it in Hindi. But yeah, so on behalf of the entire voicing industry, I would like to call that out so that people are aware that is why the dubbing sometimes appears to be a little over the top, loud, but there is some method to the madness.
Lovely. One co-creator you'd swap roles for a day.
Co-creator, I would swap roles for a day. I don't know. I've spoken with Sarah Nattuchani, who she is the voice actor for Ash Ketchum in English. I actually wouldn't mind maybe just connecting with the English Ash Ketchum audience as well. So she voices for Satoshi, which is Ash Ketchum in English, and she has a broader kind of a connect with all her Ash Ketchum fans. So for a day, maybe I wouldn't mind if she connects with all the Hindi Ash Ketchum fans and I would like to connect with all the English Ash Ketchum fans.
On that note, can you say the English Ash Ketchum's line?
Yeah, I can do one line. Sarah, in advance, I'm sorry for this if you're watching this, but I think it goes something like this.
Pikachu, I choose you!
Or something like that. It's slightly different than the way we do it in Hindi.
Goosebumps. Wow.
I'm enjoying so much right now. Okay.
One moment in your career you're the most proud of.
I would say I was a huge Harry Potter fan, and I had auditioned for the first Harry Potter movie. Didn't get it, none of the roles. Fun fact, I auditioned for Harry and Malfoy, never auditioned for Ron. But in the second part, I auditioned for Ron Weasley and I got the role and I did it throughout the series. So I think that was a huge fan moment for me for voicing for a big project, and I think one that I'm really proud of because Pokemon came later, but Harry Potter for me was always first love because I used to read the books, connected with the books, and I got this part. So yeah, getting the role of Ron Weasley and voicing that character of Rupert Grint in Hindi was a big moment for me.
Now only 10 points to Gryffindor for that.
Thank you so much. I hope 10 points to the hamper as well. And I'm on good track and I'm winning it.
You're doing excellent.
Yeah, alright, cool.
Right.
Good to know.
One character from your favorite anime you would date.
I'd probably not date, but I'm married to one. So my wife Rucha is actually the voice actor for Misty from Pokemon, and Ash and Misty. And there's this always online debate of is it Ash Misty, Ash May. I'm not going to get into that, but personally, I'm married to Misty. So yeah.
That's such an amazing and wholesome story.
Thank you.
Maybe we can have you guys both one day on the
Oh
couch.
yeah, sure. Hopefully next season.
100%.
One anime opening or ending song that you would never skip.
Oh, this is easy. I'm probably going to go with Banunga main itna zabardast na koi ho jitna. Pokemon. Yeah. And by the way, I've seen the English version, and I know Jason was on your episode,
yeah.
so that's great work there. A big fan. And of course, I prefer the Hindi version because I voice for Ash in Hindi.
Yes.
But yeah, good job. I love the English version as well.
Thank you.
We made him sing the Hindi song actually.
Yeah.
You did? Yeah. Nice. I need to see it then.
Yeah.
One thing you'd never say on camera, but you can say it now.
One thing I'd never say on camera, I'll probably not say it today either because if I say it, then it'll not stay a thing that I've never said on camera. So yeah,
Going too much into paradoxes on that.
you're
point.
not going to get that out of me today.
Okay.
Okay. One wish you'd grant to your younger self.
One wish I'd grant to my younger self, I'd probably say maybe if I didn't know back then that social media is going to be such a big thing, and I didn't know that the work that we do connects with so many people. So maybe a few mistakes that we made early on, we would have avoided. Not that there was any intention or the efforts weren't there, but now when you think about a lot of stuff that you've done in your young age as a voice actor, maybe that could have been done differently because people have maybe perceptions and people give you that feedback later on. So maybe just selecting the right characters and doing a better job of them sometimes.
Okay, last question of this round.
Okay.
Nachiket without anime is like
Ash without Pikachu. Or maybe Pikachu without Thunderbolt. Either way, whatever you like.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
So what do you think? Did he win the hamper?
absolutely.
Woo! Good to know.
Here you go, sir. Our Ota Life rapid fire round hamper.
Thank you so much. Almost like winning a gym badge. So I appreciate it. And wow, cool t-shirt. Let me have a look. There you go. Nice.
And we show Otaku world.
Absolutely. All right, thank you so much.
Well, on that electrifying note, we'll take a short break, but don't go anywhere. The Great Indian Anime Show, presented by Ota Life, will be right back.
Great Indian Anime Show. The Great Indian Anime Show.
Okay, Nachiket, so right now it's the time for a game.
Okay.
It's called Guess the Pokemon.
ये कौन सा Pokemon है?
Correct.
All right.
In which, as you can see, there are decks of cards in front of us.
Okay.
Each one of the cards have a Pokemon name into it. So you guys need to
You have to guess the Pokemon by describing its attributes, its types,
Okay.
and maybe something associated to it.
Okay. Okay.
The first person who presses the buzzer gets to answer.
Presses the buzzer. Where's the buzzer? The Pokeballs.
we have something more kawaii.
Oh.
Here you go, sir.
Nice.
Here's your buzzer.
I'm actually used to wearing headphones in the studio. So it just feels as if I'm going to now voice for Ash Ketchum.
Okay, now as you can see, you have these two circles over here. Press them.
Oh,
So
nice.
that is your buzzer.
Oh, hold on. This is nice. I can do this all day. Okay.
Correct. So who wants to go first?
I can go first.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So I'm going to explain this Pokemon and you're going to guess it.
Yeah.
Do I have to make it difficult?
It's up to
Yeah.
you.
All right.
You like a good challenge.
Okay. Okay. Let's see. Let's.
Hold your buzzer.
अच्छा ये जो Pokemon है बहुत ही जिद्दी Pokemon है.
Primeape.
Nope.
Uh,
Let's say nobody chose him.
Charizard.
No. Never likes to go into a Pokeball.
Oh, Pikachu.
Absolutely correct.
Yeah, I pressed the button.
So I started off with the most easier, most simpler one. So
Okay.
yes, there you go.
My turn.
yes.
Go for it.
Okay. Ooh. Ash Ketchum had this Pokemon.
Okay.
Ash had a lot of Pokemon, yeah.
I'm not guessing till I get more hints.
Okay.
Butterfree?
Nope.
Does he get minus 10 points? He's just guessing like. No.
Okay. Wait, I'll give
But
some.
I'm not wrong though. He did have it.
But it's not. I don't think it's on the
Yeah.
placard there. Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead.
It reached its final evolution.
It reached its final evolution.
It is a fire type.
Charizard.
No, it is a fire and a fighting type.
Fire and
Charmander.
No.
fire and fighting. Oh, Infernape.
Correct.
I was gonna say. It's all right. It's all right.
Your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna make this as difficult as I can. This is the first ever Pokemon.
First ever Pokemon.
Arceus.
No. Okay.
First ever Pokemon.
This is the first ever Pokemon to be designed in the Game Freak library.
Is it Mewtwo?
No.
Oh,
The first ever designed.
Yeah.
Okay, designed Pokemon. Okay, no, I need more clues.
Magnetron. No?
No.
I just thought I'll throw it down there. Okay.
It's a second evolution ground type Pokemon. And it has a horn. A drill horn.
Rhyhorn?
Close. Right on.
Oh,
Okay, right on, okay.
Right on. There you go.
Okay.
I get the point, right?
Yeah, you're fast.
Okay. Let's see. अच्छा ये जो Pokemon है इसने प्यार में आकर ऐश को छोड़ दिया.
Butterfree.
Absolutely. Wow.
On point.
Yeah?
That was fantastic.
Yep.
All right.
Okay, your turn. I'll have to be quicker. I'll have to
Yeah,
keep this in my hand
yeah.
ready like this.
Both of them
It's
together.
the same.
Okay.
Oh, Ash Ketchum's most powerful Pokemon.
Pikachu again.
No. Okay, fire type and it's flying.
Charizard.
Correct.
There you go.
मैं क्या करूँ buzzer को हटा? I'm not even gonna use it. Okay.
Correct.
This Pokemon is starter's third evolution.
Starter. Oh, you're making it difficult.
Like there are so many Pokemons that have
Yeah.
It's a fire and fighting type.
Infernape.
No, you had Infernape.
Oh.
Okay. How will I know we don't have safeguards?
It was first shown at the end of Johto.
At the end of Johto.
Totodile? No,
That's
fire.
Fire
Oh,
type.
wait.
Fire type. Can't be
No,
Totodile.
water. It can't be water.
May had this first stage evolution of this Pokemon.
Blaziken.
Oh, correct.
There you go. There you go.
End of Johto.
Yeah, during the league's end, Blaziken was first introduced.
Okay. I'll go next. This one, I'm going to give you a Harry Potter correlation, okay? You know how Harry Potter has a connection with his wand and a lot of characters get connected with their wand and they can choose the wand and they can kind of communicate with the wand. This Pokemon has a connection with the trainer.
Ash and Pikachu?
No. It's like a bond. They are connected, so they know what each other think are doing.
Greninja Mega Evolution.
Greninja, that's correct. That's correct.
Yeah.
All right.
My turn.
Yep.
This Pokemon sleeps a lot.
Snorlax.
Correct.
Could have been Slowking or slacking. Sorry.
You only get points
If you do that.
you do this. All right.
Okay. This Pokemon is the ruler of a dimension.
Oh,
Giratina.
Close, but no.
Palkia.
Are correct.
Got it.
close enough. All right. Okay. I was speaking about a Pokemon who left Ash for someone, but in this Pokemon's case, its girlfriend left this Pokemon. इस Pokemon का ब्रेकअप हुआ था, ट्रॉमा में चला गया था और उसके बाद एक अलग ही स्किल वो डेवलप कर पाया.
Meowth.
That's correct.
Oh,
That's
yes.
correct.
Meowth's origin story.
Yeah.
Yes, there you go. All right.
Wow.
Next. Yeah.
Ooh, one of my favorite Pokemons, guys.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, the facts might not be right, but it's the most fastest flying type Pokemon.
Pidgeotto?
Pidgeot.
Oh wait, I'm wrong. Wait, no, that it might be Pidgeot. Wait, that's not Pidgeot. I
Okay.
had someone else. Okay. Okay. In the movie Mewtwo Strikes Back, he was Mewtwo's delivery agent.
Oh, Dragonite.
Correct.
That was a good clue
Yeah.
and an easy one.
That was easy.
I mean, if you watched your movies, you would know.
Last question.
Okay. Okay, this, I think you might get this quite quickly. Okay, in the original Indigo League, this Pokemon has 3 different evolutions based on the stones.
Oh. Hitmontop.
No, Johto. Sorry, Indigo League.
3 evolutions.
Yeah, it can evolve into 3 different Pokemon based on stones.
I know it's EV, but what does it have to do with?
Eevee.
It is Eevee.
It is Eevee.
It was
yeah,
Eevee.
It was Eevee.
But what did it have to do with Johto League?
I said Indigo.
I think he confused you there, but I heard Indigo, so I get the point. That's all right.
Okay. Okay, then I guess that was it.
That was it. That was fun. Thank you so much for playing. And this was fun too. I wouldn't mind getting used to it, but I'll look very silly. So let me just get rid of this.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You truly are the Pokemon master. You won that round.
And
Let
you
me
were
just keep it like
explaining the Pokemons quite perfectly.
Oh, well, I'm glad because while I follow Pokemon and I like to voice for Pokemon, I often get this complaint from a lot of fans that I don't know my Pokemon well. So I hope that I answered a few questions there.
Oh, you proved them wrong.
I tried to.
Okay, before we end this episode, I would like to ask you one question. What's the biggest misconception people have about voice actors in India?
There are quite a few. I'll start with the first one, the most easiest one. For budding voice actors, they feel that you need to have a specific kind of voice to get into voice acting, right? A lot of people come to me and say, hey, I have a very deep voice. In my workplace or in my society, people always give me the chance to become an MC. I'm all the mic. I have great kind of a deep kind of a voice. Can I become a voice actor? And my answer is maybe you can, maybe you can't. It depends not just on your voice, but also what you do with your voice. How well can you emote? How well can you, if you want to go into the field of dubbing, how well can you match the original energy, the original voice, the lip sync? So there are a lot of things that go into becoming a voice actor. So that's one. The other misconception that a lot of people get is, अरे dubbing artist है, voicing actor है, तो mimicry करता होगा. So he will speak in the voice of, say, Amitabh Bachchan ji, या he'll be able to maybe, I don't know, मतलब कोई भी किसी की भी आवाज में आप बात कर सकते हो, which is not always the case. A lot of voicing actors can actually do great mimicry, but mimicry or kind of emoting or mimicking somebody's voice is one part of the voicing industry. So these are 2-3 things that typically people come to you with कि अच्छा मेरी voice अच्छी है तो मैं भी voice actor बन सकता हूँ, या फिर अच्छा आप voice actor हो तो आप तो किसी की भी आवाज निकाल सकते हो, मेरी आवाज निकाल के दिखाइए. So these two, and I think the third one is also that people feel that dubbing is generally very easy. और वॉइसिंग इज जनरली वेरी इजी कि आप एक माइक के सामने बैठ के आप सिर्फ कुछ बातें कर रहे हो, so it's easy, I can do it. It isn't. It is, you need to go through a lot of things. Voicing is one part, but a technical aspect of it is also very difficult, because think about this, you're wearing headsets, right? For example, if I'm voicing right now and if I'm dubbing for say Pokemon, तो मुझे इंग्लिश पे अगर मैं डब कर रहा हूँ तो हेडफोन में इंग्लिश तो नहीं दे रहा है. I'm speaking Hindi. I have a script which is written in Hindi. I have a screen where the character of Ash Ketchum is actually speaking. So I'm listening to English, I'm reading in Hindi, I'm exactly matching the pauses of the character, and the character is running around, breathing, maybe jumping somewhere. So I have to do all of that in a matter of 10 seconds, and it should sound, when the audience watches it, and they may or may not like it, it should sound very natural to them. So all these technical aspects are also often undermined. So people don't understand that what goes into say a voicing or a dubbing job. So yeah, these 2 or 3 misconceptions typically, that it's very easy. You need to have a great voice to become a voice actor, a very deep voice. And the third one is that you can mimic anyone if you're a good voice actor. So I would go with those 3.
Incredible answer.
Wow,
I didn't know about that English.
It is, yeah, it is. And it's again, maybe just to take another 30 seconds, it's very particularly applicable to countries that dub content. So say if it is a fresh content that is getting created. Ash Ketchum की आवाज जब जापान में डब हुई होगी तो उनके पास वीडियो नहीं था, कुछ नहीं था. They speak and then the video gets created. A lot of cartoons in the West, in Hollywood, the voice actors first come in, they speak as per the script. They can pace the dialogues, they can take pauses where they want in a very structured manner, but they have that liberty to do it, and then the videos are created. But when we get it, when we are dubbing something in a foreign language, we already have the video and the audio. So now I can't take a pause of say 10 seconds or 5 seconds. I have to do exactly what the actor has done in English or the actor has done in Japanese. So this is another layer that gets added to voice acting. It is not as if कि हम script पढ़ रहे हैं, voicing कर रहे हैं और उसके बाद animation बनने वाला है. We are actually very restricted in what we can perform in a closed room, but you have to give the same energy, the same effects that maybe are there visually.
Thank you for such a well constructed answer. Like I am very impressed, and I am so happy with that answer because I got to know things that I actually didn't know.
Quite insightful.
Yeah, the mimicry thing that you said, it was like a glass shattering effect.
Yeah.
You're saying, oh my god, that's true. People actually think that.
It is.
Wow.
Well, I'm glad that I could clarify some of your misconceptions as well. So,
not just us, but I hope a lot of people that are watching the show right now.
Yeah.
So before we sign off, I just wanted to ask you, what do you think the future of the Indian anime ecosystem is going towards after shows like this being in the mainstream right now?
Sure. Well, first of all, I would like to congratulate the two of you and the entire team for creating something like this, the Great Indian Anime Show. And I think this is one of its kind at such a big level and getting a lot of us together. I know you have a bunch of guests and it's a great initiative just to kind of promote the anime culture in India. I think this is a step in the right direction. Over the next few years, we'll see this evolve in India. Like I said, 10-15 years ago, social media wasn't there. Voice actors maybe didn't get the kind of recognition that they are getting today. There's always scope to get more. But with these kind of shows, with these kind of initiatives, I'm sure the anime culture is going to grow leaps and bounds in India. And you're playing a key role. So again, kudos to the two of you and your team. Thank you so much for kind of hosting me as well over here, giving us a platform for people to know our faces, hear our voices. And I know it's a great mix of not just voice actors, but also I think cosplayers, and then you have content creators. So it's a great show. It's a great concept. And I think over the next few years, India is going to see a huge huge maybe growth in these kind of anime events, anime shows, and generally anime as a pop culture.
Lovely, sir. Thank you so much. It means a lot when it comes from you, when you say it like that.
No, this was truly amazing. So once again, thank you so much for having me. I had great fun today. This was amazing, and I wish you all the best. I hope you have hundreds of seasons just like Pokemon. This is just the beginning. So again, thank you so much for having me.
Thank you so much, sir. It's been a pleasure having you. On that amazing note, thank you so much for watching this episode of the Great Indian Anime Show, presented by Ota Live. And here's a quick message by Hiro-san.
Namaste, India. मेरा नाम हिरो है from Japan. आप कैसे हो? Now, Japanese otaku culture is on demand. Meet Ota Live, our app for authentic Japanese experience. Tired of the fake? Get a real deal. Dream of the exclusive figure? Anime singer event in India? Vote now. You are both from the Otaku spirit bomb. You wish? We will bring it to India. Stop searching, start living. Download Ota Life and make your biggest dream reality. Ota Life, your community, your power. Stay Otaku. じゃあねー。